Alright, so we lost Styro, we're on the draw. I think this is a hand that you just have to mulligan. Like, it looks like an okay hand, because it's got 2 removal spells and a Bygone Bishop and good mana, but the problem is, like, if he's not a creature deck, or if he's, like, mono red or zombies and comes out faster than me, I don't have any, like, punch, right? Like, if I had, like, a monument instead of one of these stasis snares, it would be a snap keep. But I'm not really playing to anything, so let's just mulligan. This hand is, I suppose, better with a scry, and he was on 6 as well, which, like, that might tempt you to keep a hand like that, because, like, yeah, you know, I have got 2 removal spells, so maybe I can just 1-for-1 him out, because I'm going to start with 2 more cards than him. But, yeah, if you just go Sunscorched Edger, Bomat Courier, like, the hand is just awful. He put a card on the bottom, so he actually might have kept a 1-lander. We might get a nice juicy free win here. Oh, so he kept a 2-land hand that just has no colored source. So yeah, definitely gonna start off on Militia Captain. Need to make sure I keep a plains in my hand so I can go Monument plus white card. It's pretty important here. Don't even think. I guess if he draws a mountain here. Oh, maybe he's. Yeah, that is bad. This is just kind of a sad thing. I actually think I'm just going to play the monument. Like, if he's got, I guess, even if he's gotten a braid, I get kind of punished. But if his turn is like mountain, a braid, you're a catcher's monument, it's not even going to win him the game. Because on the next turn, I can just play captain plus spirit. And that means that he needs to draw a mountain and have the abrade. And he might do something else anyway. If he has a mountain, he might play a Kenra or a Crasher and just hope I have no more spells. But like this way, I just basically win the game. Like I just win the game instantly. Not even all the decks play a braid, so it's like kind of a weird spot. Ugh, maybe he should have mulled to 5. I guess he had like a bunch of colorless lands. Yeah, he just scoops. I mean, he doesn't know what's in my hand, but I was gonna flip 2 captains. Guaranteed, because I have Selfless Spirit. Alright, so mono red, Limbala, 4 authorities, 2 cast outs. Is that what we did? We cut 3 Bygone Bishops and a Militia Captain and the Dust Dawns. What else did we do, though? Oh, we only boarded in 1 cast out. That's right. Yeah, I mean, I feel medium on this plan because I feel as if Angel could be good, but they have Glorybringer and Chandra. But they don't really have a great way of exiling it. So maybe sneakily it's good. But Cloudblazer and Avacyn just seem like superior. And I have Limbala as well. Like all those cards seem better to me. So I think this is what we do. It seems to be like a good plan. It worked last time. Though I had like almost the perfect draw. Sorry, I'm looking for cards for this weekend. On the side. I think we go with the same plan. I think if I'm on the play, I don't mind 1 more cast out. But on the draw, it's just too expensive, and like even spending 1 mana to cycle against mono red, like I want to be able to use my mana every turn. I don't want to have to be forced to kind of live in a world where I'm like have to use a mana to replace a card. No 1 drop. do have 2 monuments, which is good, I think, because obviously I don't want 2 monuments, but if he goes for an Abrade, I can maybe punish him. My mana is not that good because I don't have a second white. Ooh, we just ripped Authority. I was gonna say if we rip Authority or Thraben Inspector, they're both really good. But yeah, we have the Limvala. We have Selfless Spirit on turn 2. It's definitely a keep. Definitely a keep. Okay, that's not so bad because kind of makes this worse because makes the Ragavan a lot worse. Even though I have 2 monuments, I was going to say I probably will block the Bomat Courier if given the opportunity. Drew multiple sideboard cards. I'm hoping that we can win this game. I need another land, obviously. What does he got? A Kenra, maybe? Kenra is fine. Like, I'm surviving. It's actually... If I don't draw a land, I might just play Thraben Inspector. It's a pretty good blocker versus the Bomat. And I can sack the Clue to try to draw into lands. Yeah, it's a Kenra. Sure. And I can block the Kenra next turn. So I don't have to lose my Spirit, potentially. But the Bomat is going to be 4 cards, which is kind of unfortunate. Let's see if I draw land. Can't block. Yeah, I think it's definitely right to play the Inspector. Because also, if I play the Monument and he just kills my Spirit, like this Bomat could get up to 5 cards 2 turns from now, which is just super scary. Alright, so that's actually a really good draw. Because now I could maybe like Wrath him if I draw a white mana source. Which would be huge. Huge. Would be huge. Cut on that. That's unfortunate because it means my Avacyn isn't gonna get me there, but he might. It's gonna still be good. That's gross. Yep. I really need a white land, not an Abbey. I might just lose this game with multiple awesome cards in my hand, but that is what it is, I guess. He's almost out of gas, which is kind of... Well, I guess he has the Bomat, so he's not really almost out of gas. I could draw my 1 cast out. That would be kind of sweet. Or even... I was going to say, or even a creature that costs 2 or less is good. Would obviously prefer any other non-Inspector. Well, I guess Inspector gives me a clue. But what's nice about the Authority is it makes the Earthshaker Kenra's flashback like a lot less scary. Which I think is pretty nice. And I do now have a clue to sack. If I don't draw anything good. Which is nice. And even if he's got an Abrade, like I've got a backup Monument. So... if he has a Abrade, he'll probably Abrade the Monument and draw 5 cards. Which just seems like a solid play. Yep. Nothing we didn't expect. Yeah, he's going to attack with everything, which I think is fine. Like, he's... Oh, he's not going to attack with the Bomat? I guess he's got something to play post-combat. And then he's going to go for 5 next turn. Oh, he must have some... Like a Glorybringer or something. Otherwise, it just makes no sense. Am I supposed to just pass? I really could use a land. Obviously. Sometimes I say stupid things. Basically, like, his last card is something good. And if it's like a Chandra or something, I want to be able to counter. If it's a Glorybringer, he might not draw a land. And if he does nothing, I can just sack Clue. So I kind of like passing. I can also flash in the Spell Queller and double block Karizev. And I can't really get blown out. Though he could post-combat Chandra me. I don't mind getting the Karizev off of the board. It's like representing a ton of damage. It's like 2 per turn. I can't do anything about it. If he doesn't attack with a Bomat now, it's kind of like I'm kind of in a really weird spot. Because I think his last card might actually be Chandra. And now, like, I don't really want it. Double block the Karizev, though I think it's pretty free. If he plays a Chandra, he can minus it. If he doesn't minus it on the Spell Queller, then I can start attacking the Chandra, I guess. But he's just offering it up for free. And he doesn't necessarily have a... He doesn't... If he... Well... He could go like Chandra plus it, sack the Bomat, draw 4 cards. But then he's got no board at all. He's got a Chandra, but like, is that good? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna try to get this stupid thing off the board. And he might even go for like an Abrade or something on the Spell Queller. It just gives me a lot of time. Even if he's going to resolve a Chandra, like, both the Angels in my hand are very good at dealing with the Chandra. So my thinking here is, like, even if he has a Chandra, that's the worst possible card he can have. But with the Karizev off the board, I'm just, like, buying more time to, like, get the 3 cards in my hand, even the Monument. Like, everything in my hand is really good late game. So I actually think I'm fine playing against it. Plus, I'm playing against the fact that he might not have a Chandra. And if he doesn't have a Chandra, then it's definitely right to play the Spell Queller. He might have, like, an on-crop Crasher or, like, an Abrade or something. I think it is probably a Chandra. But, like, I think it's a Hazoret. That's fine. I've got the Aketra's Monument, so I can deal with that for sure. Land. Hallelujah. So I think I should start attacking. The question is, well, I could play Monument this turn. Monument, sack Clue. Then I get Limbala next turn no matter what. I like getting the Monument down because it just blocks the Hazoret forever. The Angel is better because it pressures him. But he's at a high enough life total that I don't really need to pressure him. And he's going to draw 4 cards. So I actually want to prepare for like a later game. Not to mention, I like getting to sack this Clue. It's kind of nice. And I have Authority. Having Authority is so nice. I'm protected from so much stuff here. Like, if I didn't have Authority in play, I couldn't... Like, a Crasher would just, like, do me in, basically. If he's got a Glorybringer, it comes into play tap, too, which means, like, then I can Avacyn on the next turn. Which is super good. Aethersphere Harvester. Oh, that's actually pretty strong. He's probably going to draw 5 now. Can't imagine he doesn't. So this is going to be interesting. Like, he's going to have all gas. I'm going to have an active Monument. He's already played a land. So we're doing pretty good, I think. Like, he's got the Hazoret in play. Yeah, maybe I should side in both cast outs just to deal with this card. I have Avacyn. Ooh, that was a sick draw. I'm just going to slam that. Because I can Avacyn, flip it, pretty much win the game pretty easily. It's weird that Avacyn kills all your guys, so you think it would be bad, but it's just so often that if Avacyn's flipping, it just kills your opponent. Like, it just does so much damage. Oh, a shock? Huh. Now I'm in kind of interesting territory here. Because if I Avacyn now, he can, like, then kill my entire team next turn. So I think I just let this happen. I don't need that to win, I don't think. I've got Abby, which is pretty insane. And I've got a Limvala, which is not going to get me the token, but I think I'm fine with that. Like, the Archangel Avacyn gives me a free block. And he's probably going to attack with Harvester this turn. So I do get to kind of just eat that. Oh, but he probably won't attack with Harvester because all of his creatures come into play tapped. Carry Zev. Okay. This authority has been pretty nice. So maybe I should have Avacyn, though it's hard to say. The fact that he can just kill my team is like so awkward. I think I just go for it. Tapped one too many mana, obviously. Yeah, in a weird spot because the Avacyn flipping actually could hurt me. But actually, maybe I should have held the Thraben Inspector. To help me Abby if he does like force my Avacyn to flip. But if my Avacyn flips, it also kills his creatures as well. Which is pretty nice. So yeah, we just jam all of our things. Gain 5. I like playing the Limvala because if he does, like, elect to kill my Spell Queller or whatever, it lives. Yeah, he's just going to scoop. Alright. I mean, we have the Abby going. We have the Clue. Drawing a Cloud Blazer. Nice. Very clean.